no matter where they are in the rankings.
When you take a look at this on paper, we have talked a lot about it, these two back and forth, and you just get to a point where the guards match up so well. You got to start taking a look at the All-American Steph McDonough for the University of Providence, but on the other side, you also really got to kind of break it down and take a good look at some of the other leaders for LC, and there's just a great lineup here for both of them. Tackett is one that is going to be one that you'll have to deal with, and of course, when you look at those two matching up, it could be a heck of a game here back and forth. Who will step up and hit the shot that really kind of swings the momentum of this game one way or the other?
Well, and I think, we all talk about Steph McDonough here from UP, but you also have Parker Esray, who has been the player of the week 3 or 4 times. You have Emily Maldonado. When you look at LC, they've got Jocelyn Blackman, who's a big-time scorer as well. And so I think it just depends on, what kind of offensive plan that each of the coaches have in. And I think so much with these two teams depend on how the rebounding goes.
One of the things that you and I have talked a lot about with the University of Providence, they are basically two different teams at times. They'll come in here, turn the ball over. They have struggled at that throughout the season with some pressure. I think Coach Bill has really worked on that. And then we've seen them play just flawlessly against Rocky here not too long ago. Which team shows up tonight? That will be the key question to Coach Bill Himmelberg and the crew.
Well, and I agree with that, and I've said this before in some of our broadcasts. It seems to me, and I know I'm fairly biased here, but it seems to me the way the UP Argos go is the way Parker Esray goes. I think it's critically important that Parker stay out of foul trouble and that Parker is in the game.
When you take a look at that, she is a freshman, and you got a senior that's out there that is a leader here, of course, for this University of Providence team in Steph McDonough, who we have talked a lot about already. But the fact of the matter is, she is an All-American, averages 17.7 a game, has played 29 games this season. Oh, and by the way, she started 29 games as well. Parker Esray is a freshman, has played 29 games this season. Oh, by the way, she started 29 games as well. Senior to freshman, those two match up very well.
Well, and Parker is just such a go-to player as a freshman. That's going to be fun to watch. But also with the Lady Argos, you can't forget Emily Maldonado. She averages 13 points per game. She too is a freshman.
They've got a pretty good lineup here as we take a look at for the LC State College in this one. And by the way, LC got the victory over the men in the University of Providence last night in a game that UP got off to an early start. Deshaun Rice, I think, had 8 of the first 10 points, hit a couple threes there, and then LC just kind of took care of it. Home court advantage really did make a difference there in the guys' game. For the 3rd year in a row, LC men defeat the University of Providence and take them out of the tournament. Now, tonight it's the women's side in this one. The big key here, I think, tonight is can the University of Providence put some backsides in the seats over there to get some type of home court advantage? I see more and more people starting to filter in here in this contest, getting closer and closer.
Well, and I hope that we do get a lot of the Great Falls fans here to come in and pack the stands, because this is a big deal. The University of Providence is almost brand new, and the city of Great Falls is embracing the Lady Argos, the men Argos, and all the new sports programs that are here for UP.
As we talked about it earlier, the University of Providence did play these LC Warriors 3 times, and it's interesting. You'll talk to coaches about how they beat up each other in the Frontier Conference. It was January 13th, the first contest they matched up. UP won that one fairly handedly, 73-56. Then they come back and play February 3rd, where UP picked up the victory in that one, 60-57. And then the last contest, LC picked up the win in that one, 58-51. We're joined by Coach Bill Himmelberg here for this contest. And Coach, let's first of all talk about your team. How's everybody health-wise?
Everybody's good. I think we're ready to go. Everybody's very intense. I think everybody's healthy for the most part, so we should be a good night tonight.
We were just referencing the fact that you guys beat up on each other 3 times throughout the season. Now you got the 4th time in the playoff, obviously. You know this team, don't you?
Yeah, both teams know each other. There's not going to be any surprises tonight. All the players know each other. It's going to be feisty. Their back is against the wall. They have to win or their season's done. So it's a kind of game you look forward to. It's the kind of game our girls look forward to. So we'll see how both teams respond.
What is the key tonight? I mean, we've talked a lot about defense. Is that the key tonight, is get some stops?
Yeah, we're really going to have to stop their three-point shooting tonight. Take care of the basketball is going to be big for us, and limit our turnovers. I thought we did a good job of that last game. We had 10 turnovers in that last game against Montana Tech. So we need to take care of the basketball tonight, limit our turnovers, and then stop them defensively.
Coach, you and I have been around this sport for a long time, and when we get into these kind of big games, you're all-stars do what they do, but usually it's somebody that comes off the bench or somebody that kind of throws something else in there that adds that little bit of extra spark to get you over the hump. Who do you look for that tonight?
You know, I think Tristan's going to have a big night tonight. I think she's ready to go. I would think she's going to have something. I think Callie's going to make a few big plays for us tonight. And Emily Maldonado can always be big. I mean, she's normally one of our big stars, but you know, I think she's going to take care of the ball tonight. She's the kind of kid who steps up and make big plays when you need big plays. And I think, you know, she's a star that way. I think you can see her make some big plays tonight.
One of the things I see with the girls warming up here and talking to them prior to this is it looks like they're very relaxed and they're ready to have some fun tonight. Yeah,
no question. They're very focused and, you know, they're ready to light it up, I think.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you.
We will talk to Coach after the game and see how things pan out. I tell you what, he is ready. He is very serious about getting this game underway, and we're excited to do that as well. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back and get ready for the pregame. And, of course, get ready for this playoff game coming up. We'll do it in 2 minutes from now right here as we get ready for basketball action coming your way on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Looking to update the interior of your home or business without breaking the bank? Stick charm to your entryway or create a modern accent in your kitchen with Bridger Steel's corrugated metal panels. With a variety of profiles, colors, and prints, Bridger Steel can help you find the perfect accent for your home or office. Call 1-877-STEEL-MT or visit us online at bridgersteel.com to find inspirations for your next project and beauty with Bridger Steel.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out, delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana is the region's premier joint replacement program. And now board-certified physician Dr. Michael Doobie is performing anterior hip replacements using a specially designed HANA table, which allows patients to lie on their backs during the procedure. Using the HANA table, Dr. Doobie makes a single incision without cutting any surrounding muscle, which means patients have less pain and quicker recovery times. For more information on anterior hip replacements, call Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
The Celtic Cowboy is during Sunday brunch from 10:30 till 2 p.m. Enjoy live traditional Irish music along with great food. Order from our regular breakfast menu and choose to add our salad and pastry bar for just $4 more. Or choose our all-you-can-eat salad, pastry, and omelet bar for just $14. Top it off with Build Your Own Mimosa or Bloody Mary bar. Enjoy brunch your way while you listen to live Celtic music at the Celtic Cowboy, where the crack is grand.
My name is Brittany White. I'm a guard for the University of Providence. You're listening to Argo Basketball on Star Radio.
We've got basketball coming your way right here. We want to welcome our friends, of course, on the line down there who did a tremendous job. Brian, we appreciate you covering the game for us last night over there on KOZE, Cozy 950 AM. Glad to have Brian on board with us. And, of course, actually miss him from being here as he usually comes down here and enjoys it. So it should be a great fun. As we get ready to bring you playoff basketball coming your way, as these two teams, as Coach Bill had talked about, they know each other. We are ready to get it rocking and rolling as we get a lot of folks starting to check in along the line here, settling in and getting ready for some basketball coverage coming your way as it is Frontier Conference playoff. And, of course, everybody battling for the right to go to Billings, Montana to the NAIA Championships. And we look forward to heading that direction as well if we can get our Lady Argos to get down to Billings, Montana. The interesting thing is last time they were at the NAIA tournament, in the top 8 in each one of those.
Yeah, and they were in Kansas City when that happened. We love it happen here in our own home state.
Right back here in Billings, Montana, as we get ready to bring you all the action. You can check it out online, as we talked about, over on KOZE 950 AM. You got it on there. You get the video stream on the University of Providence Argos page. We'll have the video stream for you there. And, of course, on our website at KINX1027.com. It's going to be live there, and Network One Sports. We try to do everything, and of course you can get it on your phone too. We've even got that app that's out there to bring you all the action. Number one in sports, exclusive coverage coming your way here tonight as we have the bleachers filling up in green color over there as they can fill it up on that far right side. It is green night as we have the new colors coming your way in this one. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and then we'll come back. It's the tip-off with the starting lineups all coming your way in 3 minutes as we get ready to bring you Frontier Conference basketball on KOZ 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Fish and shrimp are back. The back and tackle.
With the University of Providence Rodeo Team. As I get closer to graduation, I realize that I need to take control over my life. Auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance have always been handled by my parents up to this point. It's a scary world. Who should I trust? Randy Bogdan, Farm Bureau Insurance and Investments, tells me what I need to know, not what I want to hear. Proper coverage is as important as the cost. It doesn't matter how cheap the premium is if you're not covered properly. Give Randy a call today. He is located 1 block west of Riverview School on Smelter Avenue. Or give him a call at 453-5255.
Have you ever thought of hitting the open road as a semi-truck driver? Or would you like to work with your hands as a boiler operator? The Center for Lifelong Learning at Great Falls College MSU is offering a CDL class and a low-pressure steam boiler class this spring. The CDL class starts April 2nd. The low-pressure steam boiler class begins April 13th. For more information, contact Great Falls College MSU at 406-268-3734 or visit gfcmsu.edu/lifelong learning.
See the full line of Yamaha Viking utility side-by-sides at Pure Bliss Cycle Sales. Yamaha Vikings feature true 3- or 6-person cabins, class-leading comfort, huge cargo capacity, proven off-road capability, and real-world tough reliability. Plus, exclusive features like Ultramatic automatic transmission and on-command 4-wheel drive. Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales today. Always protect the environment and wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Pemberton, and I'm a guard for the Lady Argos. You're listening to Star Radio.
It is time to bring you the starting lineups, and we're going to go this way with LC. They will start with Peyton Souvenir, a freshman. She is a guard. It's Haley Turner in that starting lineup. She is a forward position player as a junior. It is Tackett, who is very good as a senior, and Lauren Johnson will be a senior in there as one of the guard positions. And then they start with Jocelyn Blackman, who is very tough inside the paint. And then we get over here to the home team on the scoreboard tonight. It is the Lady Argos coming out in their gray uniforms with the dark blue and, of course, the green trim on them. And they will start this way. It'll be the point guard, Emily Maldonado. She is a true freshman from Sunnyside, Washington, as she gets ready to get it started as a 5'5" freshman. They will switch it up and go with Jenna Ranich, who has been starting here in the last 5 or 6 games. She is a sophomore, had a little bit of injury as she got the season underway, but she is healthy and ready to go. Then they will come out with the All-American. Dad is listening. Mom is listening. Steph McDonough, a senior from Vancouver, Washington, does not want to call it a season as of yet. We go from senior to freshman, Parker Esray. As Sue mentioned earlier, that freshman needs to get off to a good start. She is so strong, it'll be fun to see how she does. And here's a gal that has played pretty well in the past couple of games and really held them into it down there at Montana Tech. Tristan Murphy is in as a starter. She is a junior at 6'1" and should be exciting as we get ready to get it started here in this one. The boys in stripes are ready to toss into the air, and they're all twins out here, as it looks like they can all be brothers.
Hair products, that's for sure.
No hair on any of them, and quite honestly, Sean looks just like Scotty does down here. And I think that's, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it's Carl, but that's not it. But we're going to get ready. It is game time coming your way. Settle back and enjoy it. We would love to hear from you. If you're out and about listening, check in with us at 406-450-1147. Quarter number 1 is underway as they toss it in the air, and it's going to be picked up and taken care of by LC. They'll attack the basket to your right-hand side as you watch it unfold with you tonight. Sarge and Mrs. Sarge bringing the action here from McLaughlin Center as a dribble drive comes off the right-hand side as Tackett goes out about 20 feet, passes it to the baseline, loose ball. Steph McDonough's got the steal, and they'll take off, go the other way. The University Argos. Province comes over. Emily Maldonado from 21. Boom, got it. She nails it outside. Emily's got the first basket of the night. She's got 3.
That's exactly what we need. We need her to be stepping up big outside.
If you're a University of Providence Argo fan, if you're LC, they'd like to get a stop here. They've got the basketball now. They'll go to the offense. It's going to be Souvenir at the top of the key with the man-to-man defense being applied. 3-0's the score. UP in front early in the contest. As they come top of the key, they'll get off to Blackman, drives in. She goes up and loses the ball. What great defense from Parker.
That was Parker. There we go, stepping up big, just what UP needs.
Parker Estre steps up there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Argos back on the attack. As we bring it to you right here on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM. Exclusive coverage in Great Falls, Montana with the University of Providence Argos basketball team. As you see the Warriors switch up to a 2-3 zone now. Maldonado comes top of the key. We'll go to Estre at the free throw line. They'll go right baseline. Jenna takes a couple left-handed dribbles, stops there. Looks back into Parker, over to the right side. Here's Murphy's 5-footer. It's up and in for 2.
That's 5 points for the Lady Argos. Both of those coming off of turnovers from LC.
And both of them were from forwards or the center out there. As they come out now, here comes the Warriors. Back in the offense, they're down 5-0. As they hand the ball off with 18 to go on the shot clock, they'll take it over here to Turner. Gives rid of it top of the key as they put Tackett involved in the passing game now. Tackett posts up inside. Tristan will pick her up. Now they go to the left side, trying to angle it down to Blackman, but they can't get it to her with 5 to go on the shot clock. Ball's loose out the front. Souvenir fires a 3, and she nails it. A desperation shot's good from outside.
And she got that just as the clock was going off.
Right down to the wire, makes it 5-3. Argos in front. Here they come to the basket to your left-hand side as we bring you all the action right here as the crowd continues to file in to a very hot gym on this night. Jenna Radich fires this one from downtown. Front of the rim, no good. McDonough had a chance at it, but then it went off her kneecap and out of bounds.
That's a good job, though. We had Lady Argos in there ready to rebound.
They will come back the other way now. As the Legals are checking in, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Jeff, we're glad to hear from you as well. As they come top of the key, it's the Argos up by a deuce, 5-3. As the Warriors will work around that perimeter. Man-to-man defense being applied. Everybody just kind of sagging back. Now the 3 on the way, top of the key. High arcing shot hits nothing but the bottom of the net out front. And what a good looking shot from Lauren Johnson for the trifecta.
2 threes for LC.
So they come back with the lead now, 6-5, 7:25 first quarter action. Radich will chase it down, goes right side, bounce line to Murphy. Murphy's 8-footers up and in for 2 more.
Those are 2 big points there from Tristan Murphy.
Murphy's got 4 of them. It's 7-6. We'll swap leads as Steph McDonough tips it over to Coach Bill, who, by the way, can still shoot pretty well.
Absolutely. There's no denying that.
He has lost so much weight and has been playing a lot of basketball as of late. Here comes the Warriors. They're down by 1. They got the basketball to Souvenir down inside the paint. As driving in is Blackman. She's blocked there. Murphy got a hand on it. McDonough's going to force the action. As the defense gets back, Steph looks inside on the secondary break. They can't get it to Parker. They'll go back over to McDonough, left wing. Parker is posted up behind the defense, so they swing it around the horn, top of the key. Back over to Maldonado. Now Murphy has it tipped out of her hands, and then they stop. Maldonado jukes and jives, kicks it back out to Steph. McDonough, 10 seconds to go. Inside to Tristan. Her layup, she draws a foul.
Tristan Murphy is playing with intensity tonight. Good job for her. She drew a foul.
As we talked about it in the pregame, there always seems to be somebody that steps up. Coach was really looking at Murphy to do that. She has early in the contest with 6:41 to go.
Getting ready to check in for the Lady Argos will be Kelly Wilson.
First quarter action here. As we bring it to you, the free throw is good. Murphy has 5 of the points. Callie Wilson, who has a burning in her heart to get back to the NAIA tournament. Wilson will check in after the made free throw from Murphy as she knocks it down for her 6th point of the night. She's got 6 of the 9, and the other one came from Emily Maldonado. 6:41 to go, first quarter action right here as full court press being applied now by the Argos as they're running some time off that shot clock. They do get it across the timeline from Tackett. Over to the right-hand side, Souvenir will get it back over to Tackett. Tackett goes left dribble now with 6:29 to go in the quarter. Souvenir thinks about the shot, decides not to. They look inside to Blackman, can't get it there. Now they pass it in to Tackett. Now they kick it back out. Inside-out shot is a three-pointer outside, and that's going to be Haley Turner for the trifecta.
First points for Turner.
Makes it 9-8. Argos in front by 1. 6:09 to go, first quarter action. Maldonado goes to the left side. Now they go inside to Parker, who has the ball kicked on the pass inside to Wilson, and they'll get it reset it at 18.
Sarge, I don't know if you're keying in at all on Esray and Blackman, but those two are working incredibly hard.
As they come top of the key, Radich gives it back to McDonough with 16 to go. She'll pull up from 10, got it outside.
Steph McDonough for her first 2 of the contest.
She is a leader in categories, and now she's got it down to Blackman as this little turnaround bunny is good. Wasting no time down at the other end is Blackman for 2.
First 2 points for Jocelyn Blackman.
So there's the basket, makes it 11-10. Argos up by 1. Jenna Radich fakes the shot, comes in, bounces, passes it to Wilson, who's triple team, but she traveled with it. And kind of got a little surprise as the good defense came over there from Peyton Souvenir, and she caused the travel.
Yeah, she kind of jumped in there real quickly from nowhere, actually. Good defense for her.
So it's a 1-point contest as the Warriors come back on the offense. They try to get the lead back on a three-pointer on the left baseline, no good. The freshman, Parker Esray's got the rebound. Maldonado brings it to the 10-second line. Lobs it to Wilson, who has to chase it down. Now will force the shot up off the glass, no good, and didn't quite get it there.
Argos need to get in and do some offensive rebounding.
They will come back the other way now as it's the Warriors with the basketball as they bring it top the key with 5:08 to go in the quarter. It's going to be a dribble from Turner, top the key, long 3 on the way. Souvenir, she missed that one by about 1.5 feet.
Yeah, that was. I think she was really off balance when she let it go. Checking in for the Lady Argos will be Molly Herron.
The senior there. Back it back out. They continue to push it down for her 4th point of the night.
That was a really nice feed to her. Gave her a nice opportunity to shoot.
Little give and go there. Argos holding on to the 1-point lead now as they get it over to Herron. Molly with a couple dribbles. They'll back off of her. Get back out to Emily. Maldonado finds Wilson inside. Head and shoulder fake. Forces the shot. No good. Rebound fought for. And enough to tie it up. That is true. And the Argos get it back here.
Molly Herron getting in on that rebound to tie it up.
So that is a tied ball, and a timeout will be called. Let's break with them with 3:28 to go, first quarter action. It's a good one. Argos up by 1, 13-12. We're back in 1 minute right here on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
102.7.
For your next project, bring in A.T. Clemens. We're your #1 source for all your electrical, plumbing, heating and cooling, and commercial roofing needs. We offer 24/7 service, design and build services, computer and phone wiring services, and much more. Check out our website for a comprehensive list of services. A.T. Clemens. Call us or visit our website today.
Have you ever had this happen to you? Of course you have. Trying to get out your old storm door panels and storm windows to clean. And then this happens. Well, let us help you with upgrading to a new screen-away storm door where you never have to remove glass panels again. And energy efficient doesn't mean unattractive. We have a large selection of styles to choose from. One call does it all. We are Anderson Glass Doors and Windows.
Call 1-800-310-3923. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, insuring Montanans since 1913.
I'm opposed at University of Providence. My name is Tristan Murphy. You're listening to women's basketball on Star Radio.
Tristan is off to a good start. She checked back in here with 3:24 to go in the first quarter. Argos are up 13-12 right here as they go over to Molly Herron, drives the baseline now, reverses dribble, comes back the other way to Maldonado. They'll go into Murphy, kicks it over to Steph. Steph drives to the free-throw line, goes back to Maldonado from 22. Her shot off the side of the rim. Loose ball comes out and picked up by the Warriors. They'll take off with it as Peyton Souvenir brings it to that 10-second line with that left left-handed dribble. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. It's been a good one, exactly what we expected. The fourth time these two teams have matched up. It is 2 wins for the University of Providence and 1 win for LC, but they won the last one 58-51. Right now, somebody's trying to establish a lead in this one. As they come the other way, here's a dribble drive and the shot up off the glass. Good patience inside to Henry. Delaney knocks it down for her first basket of the night.
Delaney, a freshman, with 2 points.
Makes it 14-13, 2:31 to go here in this one. As they turn around, Tristan's got it on the wing, kicks it over to Molly Heron. Molly brings it back out to Tristan to Steph. Dribbles down to the outside. She'll put up a little floater. That shot rolls around, no good. Murphy with the rebound. Shot up. No, missed it underneath there. Finally, Blackman's got it, and Murphy was frustrated. She fouled.
Well, that was a big rebound for Murphy going after it. She's working like crazy on that, on the offensive boards.
So we have Jenna Ranich checking back in for UP. And also coming in here is going to be Burlage. As she comes in, Kiera Burlag, it comes in from Columbia Falls.
And Lauren Johnson as well.
Back in, she was one of the starters. Warriors up by 1, 14-13. 2:10 to go here in our first quarter. Sarge and Mrs. Sarge bringing the action here from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Here on a Wednesday, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems kind of odd in the middle of the week.
We've called so many games as they fire it down inside. Here comes the drive inside, and going to have to call the foul. We'll pick a number here as they will go to the free throw line. The green towels on the far side disagree with the call.
They're going to call the foul on Tristan Murphy, which is going to be her second.
So she's got 2. We will go to the free throw line with Abby Johnson. And official goes over and is checking out some of the recorded information, apparently.
Getting ready to check back in will be Parker Esray. She took a little breather there.
Here's the free throw. This shot is up and good as Abby makes that one. Her first chance at the charity stripe. She makes good of it. Kashmir Washington, Abby Johnson is a senior. They have her listed as a forward position, but I think she kind of plays different locations wherever they need to. Here's the second free throw. That is good. So it makes it a 3-point lead. LC with 1:53 to go here in our first quarter, 16-13. As here comes the Argos. Molly Heron top the key will go to Jenna, back out to Molly. As they look to break down that 1-3-1 zone, Jenna Radich on the right corner, up and in for 3.
First 3 points for Jenna Radich.
Grandma, stand up and cheer. Your granddaughter just hit one to tie it up. We're knotted up at 16. 1:33 to go, first quarter action, 16-16. Here comes LC, back on the attack now. As Argos have switched up into a zone now, as Moscript has it, she checked in. As they go left-hand side, brings it back out, stops, goes left wing. As she stops on that baseline, as the defense really does trap down on the baseline, they'll try to swing it across. They do. Right baseline, this shot is over the top, no good. They battle for the rebound. Callie Murphy says, I've got it. Heron will bring it to the division line, right side, as the Argos go to the basket to your left-hand side. It's going to be Heron taking it over to Jenna. Radich goes into Callie Wilson, who pulls up from 10, hits left side of the rim, no good. Fought for, back out. Here's Steph McDonough from trifecta land. Boom! She got it for 3.
5 points for Steph McDonough.
19-16. That brings them to their feet on the far side. 44 seconds to go, first quarter action. Here comes LC. They're down by a trifecta. They're down 3 here with the ball going around the perimeter. At 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Right side, they'll take their long three-pointer to answer the call. They do. Nice shot out there. It's going to be Henry. She hits that one from outside.
5 points for Delaney Henry.
We're tied for the second time at 19 here. 23 seconds to go. The shot clock is off. Normally they will run a clear-out play here for the Argos. We'll see what they do here as Steph, the All-American, comes between the center circles with the man-to-man defense being applied. She checks the clock, now goes to Parker, left wing. She'll go back out and tipped out of bounds here, and they're going to give it to the Warriors because Molly Heron had a hand on it. So they hit it out of bounds. Emily Maldonado checks back in for the University of Providence.
Checking back in for LC State will be Peyton Souvenir.
As she will check in now. She's had a couple of opportunities behind the three-point line. She is 1 of 4. Tied at 19. Here comes Souvenir with 3 seconds to go. Jukes takes the shot up front. Shot it way short again. As she missed that one, she's 1 of 3 out there with 2 air balls. We're tied at 19. We'll break. Second quarter action coming up right here on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana is the region's premier joint replacement program. And now board-certified physician Dr. Michael Doobie is performing anterior hip replacements using a specially designed HANA table, which allows patients to lie on their backs during the procedure. Using the HANA table, Dr. Doobie makes a single incision without cutting any surrounding muscle, which means patients have less pain and quicker recovery times. For more information on anterior hip replacements, call Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
Reset the second quarter team fouls. There was only 3 called for combined, 2 on one side, 1 on the other. We're knotted at 19 as we get ready for second quarter action. As we are rolling through this one. It is 19-19. Warriors will get the ball to get it started for the second quarter as Souvenir takes it to the 10-second line as they bring it over onto the offensive side. Tackett will get rid of it on the handoff as they hand it right back over to Peyton. Peyton with a couple of dribbles there. You got to keep an eye on her as Tackett drives down the baseline. She reverse layup. That's a nice shot there. She puts it in for 2.
That was a beautiful shot going underneath the basket and behind her back.
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is where she comes from. She breaks the lead as the Warriors up by a deuce, 21-19. Here comes Jenna Radich. Her three-pointer on the top is key, no good. And that shot's off the mark. They'll take off and head the other way. Warriors have the ball. They'll bring it to the front court. Playoff action right here on KOZE, Cozy 950 AM, and, of course, the Kinks in Great Falls, KINX 102.7 FM. As we continue to get a lot of people checking in around the nation, we love hearing from you. As they fire it inside to Blackman, she'll kick it back out right side. Three-pointer on the way, good shot outside as Moscrip knocks it down for her second 3.
6 points from Moscrip.
Callie, the junior from Lewiston, Idaho, hits that one as she makes it, and she knocks it down for another one. So it's a 24-19 lead. The Argos need to score here. They have it here in the second. Parker passes it down and goes right through the legs of the defender and out of bounds.
That was nice defense from Brittany Tackett from LC.
A freshman move there that you probably figure when you're that close to the basket, Parker, take the shot. As they take the pass there, it's a turnover. Here comes LC back on the attack as they take care of it over here to Souvenir. On the right-hand side, and a couple dribbles, the man-to-man defense as they spin move here. Good defense from Steph McDonough. They'll go inside, and Tristan Murphy got a hand on. She hits it out of bounds.
That was a big move from Tristan Murphy, just stepping in front of her and getting it out of bounds.
KOZE 950 AM. If you need to contact us, 406-450-1147. 406-450-1147. As LC looks to bring it on the inbounds, they lead at 24-19. 8:25 to go. Deep inside the paint, Maldonado breaks it up. She's got a steal. Here comes Emily as her folks are listening. Emily jukes to the right, stops there, kicks it back out. Murphy from 16, shot on the irons, no good. And rebounded out of there, and they'll take off the other way. Controlling the basketball is Delaney Henry from Salem, Oregon. Coming back the other way, 24-19. Warriors in front. We reached the 8-minute mark of our second quarter. Frontier Conference playoff action. Of course, everybody biting for the right to get to Billings. There's a nice lob pass, but the shot is missed inside from Blackman. And then stolen out of there. Radich has it. Jenna's going to run with it. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Jenna takes it to the hoop. No, couldn't get it to go. Esrey on the putback. Her shot up. No, a little too strong. Comes out of there. And they say, whoa, slow it down. Brian Orr says, let's back it off just a little bit.
Blackman did a nice job rebounding that.
They'll come back the other way as they just take care of it here in the front court. Just kind of looking to see what Taka was doing. She's kind of looking like she lost a shoe or something. But she's in there playing, and she'll get the ball at the free throw line. Her left-handed shot is no good. Tristan does a great job boxing out, and here come the Argos. They're going to run with it. 7:17 to go, second quarter action. Emily, top the key to Murphy. Stops, fires it over to Jenna. Jenna spots from 18. Her shot good. She got it from outside.
There we go. Jenna Radich, 6 points, both on threes.
I think she was inside the three-point line, so they give her the deuce on that one. And so it makes it 24-21. Warriors in front, 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Here come the Warriors. They think about the three. They don't take it this time. On the left baseline, they'll cross-angle pass to this right-hand side to Moskrip. Back out top, the key to Souvenir. Now they go to Tackett. Her left-handed drives up, no good. Blackman's got the rebound, really controlling the boards inside as Joslin puts it down for 2 more.
That's 8 points for Blackman, and she was there with 3 Argo defenders underneath the basket.
26-21, Frontier Conference playoff action right here from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Pass inside to Parker. She kicks it back out and going to be stolen out of there. Good defensive read as here comes the Warriors back on the offense. They'll attack the basket to the right-hand side. Tackett's wide open from 15. Front of the rim, no good. We'll run back the other way. Emily Maldonado waits for her team to catch up as he comes left wing, stops there. Had Murphy open for a moment, and then they close the gap. Jitta's got it on the right wing. As they bring it back, Steph McDonough is playing the point guard position right now as she'll take a couple of dribbles, drives in, pulls up from 10. It's good.
There we go, Steph McDonough, 7 points.
Coach Bill Himmelberg will call a timeout here. It is a 30-second break with 5:54 to go in our second quarter. With timeout on the floor, we'll take a break with them. Right here is 26-23. Warriors in front on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
This is where it all began, in Eden, Montana, with a simple idea: that neighbors would help each other in case of fire. This year, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is celebrating its 100th birthday. We offer coverage statewide with 6,000 members and still growing. With excellent service, fair premiums, and dedicated members, we hope these first 100 years are just a good beginning. We're Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company. Montanans insuring Montanans.
Hi, I am Sam Holman, and I am a guard for the Lady Argos, and you're listening to Star Radio.
They have brought the drill team out here. Gives us a chance to say thank you to everybody that has been so important in our broadcast up and down the line here. Of course, I want to say thank you to Bailey Escott back at Radio Central. You'll have a chance to hear from the head coach from the University of Providence rodeo team. Dick Lyman will be over here to talk to us about what he has planned coming up on Saturday. And I believe Abby Knight, the great barrel racer from that UP team, will come over and visit with us as well. I'm looking forward to talking to those guys. You and I are very involved in that banquet coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely. They're one of their big fundraisers, and it's always a good time, and actually the start of their spring rodeo season.
So we'll have that Saturday, and we'll talk to those folks as we get into the halftime. Right now, though, we've got basketball coming your way, a good one. Warriors up by 3, 26-23 with 5:46 to go. LC trying to get into that win column as they drive back the other way. Stop on the right wing. Now they get it out top the key. They'll juke and jive. Turner takes it to the glass. No good. McDonough's got the rebound. Argos are going to run. They got a 3-on-2 situation to Maldonado. Right side. Back over to Steph. Steph gives it to Parker. Parker over to the right side, or left side, excuse me, as they go around to Emily. Emily looks inside the paint, comes back out to McDonough with 17 to go on the shot clock. Fires it inside to Wilson, who draws a big crowd there. They try to hand it off to Molly Heron, and she loses the ball. They'll come back the other way. They'll go down. Here's the shot. Left-handed layup is easy for Tackett. She's got 2 more.
And that is the first 2, actually, for Brittany Tackett.
5 minutes to go here in this one, 28-23. As the Warriors have opened it up to a 5-point lead now. Wilson throws it away. Turnovers have been so costly all year long for the University of Providence, and they just throw another one away as they start to pile up here in this one. As the Warriors coming back with a 5-point lead, the biggest lead of the contest so far, at the 4:36 mark of our second quarter. Lob pass is going to be stolen there. Warriors turn it over. Now the Argos coming back the other way. Heron cross-angle pass. Tough pass there to Maldonado. She catches it. Throws the floater. O-zone ball over the top. Rebounded. Takes off. It's going to be Turner with the ball as they bring it back to the offense.
Turner's doing a great job for LC rebounding on both ends.
Coach Brian Orr says, back it down, slow it down. Let's just see if we can't get an easy one here. Let's work them inside. So we'll see what happens as they walk it up here with Souvenir at the top of the key. Holds it there. She looks on the left-hand side. Now they finally do get it in the hands of Berlin, who checked in at the break. With her dribble drive, takes it hard to the glass. Her shot hard off the iron. And the freshman, Parker Estre, has the rebound. Will give it over to Steph as she brings it to the 10-second line. McDonough, top of the key. We'll get it over to Emily. Back over to Steph. Lazy pass, and it's turned over. Coming back the other way. Here comes the steal with a head and shoulder fake. Got away with a double dribble. He says, no, it got hit. As they come back, the Warriors have the basketball, lead at 28-23. Off the key, they'll hold it there. Souvenir, Peyton backs it back out. With 16 to go on the shot clock, Tristan Murphy will check in at the next dead ball for the University of Providence. They'll come off right-hand side. Souvenir jukes to the left, comes back to the right. On the dish, goes underneath the Tackett, who throws it away. And then they get right back to the Warriors with 2 to go. Shot clock desperation is up and no good. McDonough's got the rebound as they head the other direction. They'll bring it down as the Argos are down by 5. Emily with the floater. This one's no good, front of the rim. Parker, big rebound inside, puts it up for 2.
That was a huge rebound for Parker, her first 2 points.
Big basket right there for the University of Providence as they needed that one. Brings it back to a 3-point contest. As the Warriors hold on to the lead, here they come to the front court now. As they come around the perimeter, go top of the key, into the hands of Turner, who turns around and gives it back to Souvenir right wing. As they continue to try to break down that zone, Turner goes back to a Souvenir, takes a hop, takes a shot, she's got it for 3.
My goodness, that was a long way out. 6 points for Souvenir, both on 3s.
Knocking that one down from outside, makes it 31-25 now. As they come back the other way, here comes Parker, fires it to Wilson, takes it up, hard off the glass, hooping the harm, she goes to the charity stripe.
Kelly Wilson, 4 points, and she will be going to the free throw line.
They will head to the free throw line here.
We've got a line change here for LC. Checking in for LC is going to be Haley Turner, also into the contest, Delaney Henry and Lauren Johnson.
So a bunch of new players coming in here on this one. As we go to the free throw line, Kelly Wilson, a chance to get 3 the old-fashioned way, as they say. As the shot is up and rolls around, no good. Keeps it at 31-27 now. As we come back the other way, it is going to be the Warriors in front, 2:10 to go until halftime. As they continue to pass around the perimeter here, left side, they take it out of the top of the key. Hold it there is Johnson. She'll back it back out against the man-to-man defense being applied. As they go inside, here's a dish up and under. Tough shot inside. And made inside, I think that was Henry, number 22.
It was Delaney Henry, 7 points for her.
Here's Jenna Radish with the 3. Boom, she got it outside. Makes the shot just like, the olden days when Miss Vining used to do that all the time. Dara, good to hear from you. There's a nice shot, brings it back to a 3-point contest. Here's 33-30, Warriors in front, 1:33 to go. Here's a take to the glass, no good, rebound underneath. Blackman is controlling the boards, they're gonna have to keep an eye on her. She's got another one.
That's 10 points for Blackman.
Back the other direction, we will head in this one. Very close as this ball is gonna be thrown to the backcourt and out of bounds. A bad pass and another unforced turnover right there.
Ellie Teskey checking in, and her parents have been checking in with us all night. So, hello, parents. We've got Ellie in.
Stand up and cheer, parents. We're ready. We are ready to get it done here. As the ball comes in, LC's up by 5. As number 10 comes into the contest, and that is Ellie Teskey. As she'll play the defense on the baseline. Back and back out. 3-point threat is always Johnson. Now they go inside of Blackman. Her turnaround jumper way off the mark, no good. They'll take off and head the other direction. Here comes Steph McDonough. Jukes right side. Emily Maldonado takes the shot. No, missed that one. Blackman comes from nowhere and gets the rebound there. Dara Hurtas-Vining, we're glad to have you on here. Good to hear from you. Here it is, top of the key. 44 seconds to go. Dribble drive. Blackman takes it in, powers her way to the glass, and draws the contact. And she will take the contact up against Parker. Esray is called for the whistle on the foul.
We're going to send Blackman to the charity stripe the first time. She already has 10 points. That foul on Parker is just her first.
So we go to the free throw line with 41 seconds to go. Warriors up 5, and they stay up 5.
The Argo fan base with student body tonight is really a nice crowd over there.
15 turnovers on the night for both teams. 8 have been committed against Providence, 7 against LC. As they back to the free throw line. And the shot from Blackman is up and rolls around. She's got that one.
11 points for Jocelyn Blackman.
Extends it out to a 6-point lead. The final 38 seconds makes it about a 10-second difference on the shot clock to game clock. As University of Providence has it top the key. McDonough looks inside to Ellie, kicks it back out around the perimeter. Jenna left side, she'll dribble drive, takes the shot, dishes it to Teskey. Teskey's up, good!
Ellie Teskey, her first 2 points.
from Yakima, Washington, West Valley High School. Ellie Teskey puts 2 on the board with 14 seconds to go here until halftime. It's the Warriors up 36-32. 9 seconds to go, shot clock is off. As they come around the perimeter, they'll go right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way from Johnson, it's good. Abby Johnson will take the lead to the locker room by 7. As LC Warriors win the first half, 39-32. We will have more stats coming up at halftime. As we have reached the halftime, let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we're back with more on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Everyone.
With a variety of profiles, colors, and prints, Bridger Steel can help you find the perfect accent for your home or office. Call 1-877-STEEL-MT
Their 24-hour emergency service handles it all, from a simple lockout to towing and recovery. Licensed, insured, and state certified. In your next time of need, lean on the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox and Son Towing and Recovery, 868-4142.
When we need promotional items, we think Double G Engraving. But what about awards and trophies? Well, Double G Engraving has everything you need there, too. Recognize a coach or student with a custom plaque.
And you're listening to Star Radio.
It's basketball on a Wednesday night right here on KOZE 950 AM. Glad to have you guys on board, and KNX 102.7 FM. As at the half, nobody in double digits as of yet, and you start looking at some of the scoring here. First of all, for the Lewis and Clark State Warriors, they are led by Jocelyn Blackman, and she has 9 points. And a lot of those, Sue, honestly, she got those doing some great rebounding and really playing hard inside the post.
Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about in the pregame, is that the Argos needed to rebound on both ends, and boy, Jocelyn Blackman has definitely taken over the role of being the main rebounder.
On the other side, of course, Steph McDonough, one of the top 2 scorers here for the University of Providence with 7. Jenna Radich has hit a couple of threes, big threes, by the way. That sophomore has 8 points, and then it kind of spreads out a little bit there, doesn't it?
Well, Tristan Murphy, she has 6, and then we have a couple with 3 and a couple with 2. So a little bit more spread, which is really important that we've got everybody helping to spread it out.
We have a chance to talk to the head coach for the University of Providence, and of course, Coach Dick Sklyman joined us. Coach, this Saturday we've got a big event going on. Let's talk about that. That is one of the main fundraisers you guys have for the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Sarge. It's one of the big money raisers that we have to help our traveling expenses and to help our scholarships for our kids to come on board, and it's been very, very successful. We invite everybody that can possibly come. It's just a good time and get to meet our talent that we have on our rodeo team.
It's going to be on Saturday night. We'll open we'll open the doors at the Family Living Center at 5 o'clock, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And of course, some guy will show up with all the meat, and this guy's a pretty good cook from the Bar S, isn't he?
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate to be able to bring the Bar S in to cater it for us, and and probably some of the best prime rib in the city of Great Falls.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the bonus of everything, because these guys and gals, and I don't know where you get all your auction items from, but this is some of the coolest stuff that I've seen. Great Western stuff in there, and a lot of this stuff is handmade, isn't it?
It is, it is. We actually have a little competition going this year between our kids. We got 4 different saddle racks that the kids built, and we're going to have a competition when we auction them off, just for a little fun thing for the kids to be involved in what we got going on. But there's a wide variety of stuff. It's just unbelievable, the different kind of things that we get donated to be able to help our cause.
Let's talk about your team a little bit, because rodeo is kind of a different breed. This is simply due to the fact that, yes, you belong to the University of Providence, but you guys have to pay stuff out front. You got to pay for entry fees and get into all these rodeos, don't you?
Yeah, we have to travel with everybody that is on the rodeo team involved with the rodeo. So we travel with about 20 kids all the time, and about probably 20 head of horses and 2 or 3 dogs. So, you know, it's just one of them things that it's an expensive sport to go down the road and do everything. And we appreciate all the help that we can get making it successful. And I'm so proud of my kids. I mean, I've got a really good bunch of kids right now that have got an opportunity. We've got over half the team has an opportunity to be able to go to the college national finals right now. So we're really excited to get them rolling and get into our spring season, which starts the second weekend in April down in Bozeman, and be able to push through so we know who all we're going to be able to take. And we'll finish up with the Big Sky Regional Finals here in Great Falls the first weekend in May.
Always a good event for us here in Great Falls. And the interesting thing is with your rodeo team, it's not fly in one day and get back out, is it? I mean, most of the time it's a whole weekend.
It is. We got travel time going there, and we feed everybody. We feed everybody from the time we leave the parking lot until we get back to the parking lot. So besides feeding all your kids, you got to feed all your animals, and people don't realize it, but a lot of times you got a long enough trip that you got to stop in the middle and exercise stuff and get them out and move them around, you know, so that they'll be on the top of their game. There's more than just one athlete involved in rodeo, you know. There's the athlete that is doing the human part of it, and then there's the animal athlete that goes along with the part of the rodeo game.
One of the folks that you have on your rodeo team is Abby Knight, and Abby, have a chance to catch up to her and talk about your season. Obviously getting ready for the spring run, but how did it go last fall?
I mean, this semester coming in, there's some tough competitors. There in every event, it's just competitive, and I had a couple rough rodeos, but I still was placing. I mean, I'm still setting fourth going into the spring, and I always have a better spring. My horse always feels good and runs good, so I'm pretty confident going in, hopefully get back to the college finals.
The interesting thing is, like Coach just talked about, that's you, the athlete, but you have to work so much with your horse and have them ready to go. And I know last year you had a little issue with your horse, but everything seems to be fine now and running well?
Yeah, I mean, my horse got hurt. We had to get her all healed up, and it got a chance for my young horse to get out there, and I was pretty surprised. My young horse went out and competed with the best of them, so I'm bringing him back this semester.
Yeah.
Just, you know, maybe I'll run him. I mean, he's really competitive, so I mean, I have the opportunity just to, you know, pick which horse I want to run.
Which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, because we were talking about it's a whole weekend thing, and you go a couple different runs, and sometimes, I mean, let's face it, the animals get tired as well.
Yeah, I mean, and you could just show up to the rodeo and pull your horse out, and, you know, there's a big cut on their leg, so you never know. So having the opportunity to be able to jump on another horse is really good.
Having a chance to visit with Coach Dick Lyman with his team. And Coach, talk about your team a little bit. Rough stock right through the barrel racing. Who's some of the top ones to keep an eye on?
Well, Cash Hill ended up 4th in the nation last year in the bareback riding. Cash has got a really good opportunity to be able to go back. And then, like I say, Abby leads our girls team pretty much, and we're really trying to get her to catch some calves in the breakaway so we can win her an all-around title. That's our whole goal this year, is to try to get her an all-around title. So we're working really hard, but I got a lot of up-and-coming kids that have a lot of talent that have shown really well in the practice span. It's just a matter of getting them a little bit more seasoned and stepping up. Colton Johns has got a good opportunity to be able to go to the college finals in the team roping with a local kid that's going to school in Missoula with Briar Davis, you know, and Wyatt Rising, if he gets his horses working has got an opportunity to go in the calf roping, and Bailey Escott's got a great opportunity to be able to go in the breakaway roping. She's having a little bit of a horse issue right now. We're trying to get that tapped off, but there's a lot of talent, really a lot of talent, and we've been really fortunate, Sarge. We've recruited really well for next year too. So,
yeah.
And part of our recruiting well is because of success with the kids that I have on the team right now have made a good showing, and it's always easier to bring people on to a winning side than it is a losing side.
Yeah,
so I'm very proud of this bunch of kids that I have right now.
And I don't know this, you guys will. What is the entry fee? If someone was out there and say, hey, I want to sponsor Abbey Knight for the spring season, what would an entry fee be? I don't know what it is.
Well, it all comes down to how many events you do. I mean, and Bozeman Rodeo is a little more expensive than when we go to Missoula. So, I mean, it's a couple $100 each weekend that we're putting towards, you know, snacks or stalls or entry fees. I mean, it gets pretty pricey up there.
So your basic entry fee would be what, though?
I think around, like for me, I do 2 events. It's around $300 a weekend.
$300 for the entry fee?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I didn't know what that was. Because I had someone ask me that one time and said, well, what if I just sponsor one of the rodeo people and their entry fees alone or something? Because I know we had talked about getting gas sponsorships and stuff like that. So that's why I wonder. And obviously, that's what we're going to do Saturday night is help we come up with some of those funds.
Yeah, it really helps. Anything that we can put together for these kids, because I've got kids that are not only working work study and doing all their schoolwork, but most of them are trying to get full-time jobs so that they can make enough money so they can afford to go. It's an expensive sport, and it takes a lot to travel, and they're used to it because that's the nature of the sport, but it still makes it really hard when you tie up so much time with and people don't realize, you know, you go to a basketball practice and it takes you an hour and a half and you're done. We go to a rodeo practice, and most of the time we're there 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so it ties up a lot more time than people realize. By the time they get their school and their rodeo practice is done, there ain't a lot of time for anything else.
I want to get your thoughts on this before we run out of time. Obviously, the new regulations out there with pulling a horse trailer down the road. What are your thoughts there? Obviously, I think it's goofy, but.
I mean, we're still battling with just the college kids. I mean, and if it comes down to it, we're all going to have to rush and go get those tests taken. I mean, it's all something we have to work with. I mean, I know a lot of people are working with the state and trying to work around it, but I mean, if it comes down to it, I guess we'll all be truck drivers.
As college kids, though, are you guys sending letters in to your senators?
Yeah.
And all? Yeah.
There's a lady around here in Great Falls that's been helping all of us try to better understand exactly what we need to do to be legal.
Senator Tester will be on next Tuesday. If you guys want to kind of let him know exactly how you feel on that, you're more than welcome to come and be a part of that. I want to get your thoughts on it, Coach. As far as having to have all those special licenses just to pull a trailer down the road anymore.
Yeah, and people have no idea. It was never set up to affect the people that it's going to affect. It's another one of them government-sponsored rules where nobody ever did any background on it to see who all it was going to affect and where it was going to go. And it's going to be huge in the rodeo industry because it makes literally everybody illegal to go do what they do for a living.
Yeah, and it's added cost, and we've talked a lot about the cost again. So let's tell people how we can get tickets for Saturday night, guys.
Saturday night, we're going to sell them at the door, Sarge. We've got everything set up, and we'd just love to have anybody that wants to come have a good time show up, and we will take care of everything after that. We'll be at the Family Living Center there at 5 o'clock. Ready to rock and roll.
Looking forward to it. Thank you guys both very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for your support.
You bet, buddy. Thank you so very much. Mr. Dick Lyman and Abbey Knight join us here at halftime. I know we talked through most of that, but that's very important to us. Of course, here in Great Falls, and of course that college finals coming up in the first part of May is when we have that coming up, so we're looking forward to it. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. We come back with third quarter action at the half. The Warriors are up 39-32 over the Argos. We're back in 2 minutes on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Three-Way Auto Body knows it happens every day. The dreaded car accident. Thankfully, everyone's okay. Well, except your car. That's where Three-Way Auto Body comes in. Plus, they guarantee their work so you can rest assured that it was fixed to factory specs and with your safety in mind. So, the next time you find yourself at a fender bender, tow it or drive it straight to Three-Way Auto Body.
Three-way auto body, driven to perfection. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
If you've been injured or simply living with joint, bone, or muscle pain, you need to visit the Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana. You'll find a dedicated team of doctors and nurses ready to help. Patient navigators will guide you through our Total Joint Center, where we offer the state's only Total Joint Guarantee program. From diagnosis to surgery to recovery in our all-new wellness suites, we'll get you back to moving like we're meant to. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Call us today at 455-3650.
Start your weekend early with live music at the Celtic Cowboy. It wouldn't be an Irish pub without music, and Thursday nights are the most Irish of all. Join us every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. to enjoy our live music session. If you're a musician, bring your instrument to join in, or simply sing along to all your pub favorites. If you'd rather just listen, order a pint and a bite and enjoy our constantly changing lineup of players. The Celtic Cowboy, downtown Great Falls, where the crack is grand.
Hey Great Falls, it's Stephanie McDonough, and you're locked into Argos basketball on KINX 102.7 FM.
Well, Steph will bring us back into the third quarter as we do here. Looks to get rid of it. Now steps through, has her shot blocked. Parker Esray clears some room out of there, then blocked from behind. She actually knocked Steph out of the way so she could get the shot up. It was blocked from behind, and here comes LC. They're up 39-32 here. Frontier Conference playoff coming your way on KOZE 950 AM and, of course, KNX 102.7 FM. Here come the Warriors with the ball inside down to the baseline as they drive there, kick it back out top of the key. They're working around the perimeter. Turner to lob it down there as the angle wasn't there, so Maldonado fires from three. Her shot no good. And then going to be tipped out of bounds. They will give it to the Warriors here with 8:01 to go in the third quarter.
That was all right. We had three of the Argo players there trying to rebound it, just knocked it out of bounds, but we're getting a little more aggressive there.
Commissioner Jim Larson is here. He's on the far side enjoying a bag of popcorn, watching some basketball here. He is a fan, no question about it. As we come back the other way, Warriors up 41-34. They have the basketball top of the key. It's Souvenir, and she'll hold it there against the man-to-man defense. She'll drive to the right-hand side. Blackman on the give and go. Easy, easy peasy. She lobs that one in for two.
Now, she did make that look very easy. 13 for Jocelyn Blackman.
That is old school basketball right there. Makes it a 9-point lead. Argo's down 43-34. They have the basketball top of the key. Need to get rolling against that zone. They go inside of Murphy. Her 10-footer's up and in for two.
10 points for Murphy.
Murphy knocks it down. She averages 7. She's above that here in this contest. As she puts that one in for two, makes it 43-36. It's the Warriors in front. They've got the basketball to the basket to your left-hand side. As they come around, it's going to be Tackett, gets rid of it there. Now they will hand it off to Turner, drives to the wing. Stops there, kicks it out. Johnson with the dribble drive back on the left-hand side. Now they take the glass. Here's a shot off the mark, no good. McDonough's got the rebound. The Argos need a basket right here. 6:52 to go. Steph backs it back out. Goes to Jenna. The Twins now go back to Steph. Steph from 25. Long shot is no good. Then tipped out of bounds. Murphy just picked up a silly foul.
Yeah, she tried to grab that rebound, knock it out of the hand of the LC Warrior, Peyton Souvenir. She tried to do that and hit her.
I say that with the fact that as she picks up that foul, not thinking that is her third. The gal that has been doing all the scoring in the second half will have to go to the bench with 3 personal fouls. First team foul of the quarter against UP. As we come back the other way, the Warriors have the basketball to the basket to your left-hand side. As they go top the key, loose ball. Reddish has a steal, and she'll bring it to the division line. Kicks off to Steph, left-hand side. McDonough goes back to Jenna. Jenna stops and pops from 21. No, side of the rim, rolls out of there. As she misses that one, Jenna Reddish had a good look at it as the Warriors want to run back the other way. Jenna comes back on the defensive end, trying to break up the play, and she misses that one. Jenna is 2 of 4 behind the three-point line as she missed her last one. And it looks like Maldonado will go to the sideline.
Molly Heron will check in.
At 6:15 mark of our third quarter. It's the Warriors with the three at the other end. High arcing shot. Oh, zone ball. No good on the air ball coming out of there. As they go the other way, shot was missed by Johnson as the Argos will attack the basket down 43-36. Jenna left side. They look down inside of Wilson. Wilson kicks out top the key to Molly. To Steph. Steph comes down to the right wing. Zone defense this time as they have mixed it up each and every time down the floor. Molly drives in. Back to Jenna for three. Her shot, no. Off the top. She's 2 of 5 now. And they battle for it. Good hustle for Molly Heron. Inside to Parker. Puts it up. She's fouled from behind.
That foul is going to be called on Haley Turner. That will send Parker to the free throw line.
First foul against Turner. First team foul to the Warriors with 5:43 to go.
Parker has 2 points to her credit tonight. First time at the charity stripe.
Sarge and Mrs. Sarge coming your way tonight, of course, as the University of Providence moves on in the tournament. If they do, we will be there to cover it for you. Exclusive coverage right here on KNX 102.7 FM, and I'm sure KOZE 950 AM will follow, of course, how the Warriors do. The men won last night. The women are trying to do it on the road. This shot is no good. Missed the free throw. Makes it 43-37. 5:38 to go in our third quarter. Warriors pick up the rebound. They'll bring it to the 10-second line as the Argos mix it up to the man-to-man defense now. Pass it over to Souvenir. Fires it down underneath. There's a turnaround jumper. Easy shot from Haley Turner. She's got it for 2 more.
4 points for Haley Turner.
She makes her 4th point of the contest. Down 45-37. Argos. They have the basketball. Molly top the key, stops there, goes left side to Jenna. Jenna drives. The sophomore puts up the shot, no good. Parker pounds away to the glass, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and Parker Esray got a hand on it.
Yeah, she was up there squished in between 2 of the LC Warriors. The Warriors are pounding the boards.
So the ball goes off of Parker out of bounds, and LC coming to the offense as they'll come into the basket to your left-hand side. As they set it up top of the key, Souvenir with the left-handed dribble. Hesitation comes to the free throw line, stop. Dishes it off. They'll go to Blackman. Head and shoulder fake, gets away with the travel and puts it up and in for 2.
That's 15 for Blackman.
Now a 10-point lead, the largest lead of the night. Warriors in front, 47-37. It's slipping away from the Argos. Steph McDonough feels it. She fires a desperation shot. It's no good. As a rebound taken care of by the Warriors, they'll come the other way. They want to run with it. Off to the right-hand side. They go inside, and last touch by Kelly Wilson. It goes out of bounds.
Molly Heron did a nice job of defending that, causing a little bit of havoc. Emily Maldonado checking back in as Jenna Radich checks out.
It is a 10-point lead with 4:32 to go. Let's take a timeout here and regroup as we break away. It is the Warriors up by 10. We'll be back in 1 minute on KOZE 950 AM and, of course, KNX 102.7 FM.
Question: what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer: pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Where what begins? Your future. Make the choice. Find your beginning. In 2 short years, you'll have your associate degree. Wow, this is where it all begins. Start here, finish there. Your degree transfers across Montana. Find your future. It's within reach. Visit admissions.gfcmsu.edu today.
Hi, I'm a guard for the University of Providence Argos. My name is Jenna Randich. Thanks for joining us on Star Radio.
Jenna Grandma's listening, and Papa is listening as well. Jenna Radich right there as she's trying to get her Argos back into this one. They're down by 10. Slowly, the LC Warriors are just pulling away here. They're up by 10 as they have the ball underneath their basket with 4:26 to go in the third. It's LC atop the key. They'll have it there as Souvenir redirects with 10 to go on the shot clock. Pick and roll on the right side. Souvenir from 10 rolls around, no good. Parker's got the rebound. Here come the Argos. They'll attack the basket to your right-hand side as we watch it unfold in front of us. Now on the missed shot, they go inside to Wilson. Wilson attacks the glass, throws up a shot. That's no good. Loose ball comes out, and top of the key, Maldonado's got it. Drives in, tries to get it over to Molly. Molly will reset it here with 25 to go in the shot clock. Parker's inside, double team. Steph McDonough top the key to Molly. As they go around to Emily, down deep inside to Parker. Double team, powers her way up, the shot no good. As Wilson's got it, did not reset the shot clock. Down to 10 to go. Wilson on the right baseline. Kicks it back out to Steph McDonough with 8 to go. Steph sees it, spins in, puts up the shot. Scoop shot is up. No, it's going to be Parker. She's grabbed. If the shot goes in, it would be good. But she was grabbed, and she goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Interesting when you look down there as Delaney Henry came around and she says, hey, wait a minute, she hooked my arm.
Yeah, they were kind of in there pretty physical in the middle, which we've seen that in most of the games this year in the Frontier Conference. The post players play big posts.
Was not in the act of shooting, so the basket would not have counted. McDonough will bring it on the inbounds with 3:34 to go in the third. She waits for somebody to break open. Now he does, gives it to Molly. Molly has it on the left baseline and says, Steph, will you come and get this from me? She will to Emily Maldonado between the circles. Out top of the key. Zone defense being applied here by the Warriors. Maldonado forces inside to Wilson. Head and shoulder fake. Step through. Her shot is no good. And quite honestly, Parker got in her way as she went to the basket because she was coming off that pick on the far side. And when Callie looked up, Parker was right there and kind of stopped her from making it into the basket.
And Callie got fouled, and so she will go to the charity stripe. The foul is going to be called on Lauren Johnson, her first.
13 foul as Wilson goes to the free throw line. She will make that one.
5 points so far for Wilson.
At the free throw line, she is 1 of 1 so far tonight. And has another one to make. And no, that one rounds around flat shots here tonight for some reason. Makes it 47-38. Argos are down. They go back on the defensive end, and here comes LC leading this one with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. As top the key, long three on the way. This one, nothing but the bottom of the net is going to be Peyton Souvenir for 3.
9 points for her, all on threes.
50-38. Frontier Conference playoff action right here tonight. At the McLaughlin Gymnasium at the University of Providence. Emily Maldonado top the key, goes right side. McDonough drives down and stop, puts up a little 10-footer. That's up and in for 2.
Steph McDonough for 2. That gives her 9 points.
She makes that one, and we'll go back the other way. Right there at that 10-point mark again. Seems like it's always a little different as wide open layup coming up, and the hoop and the harm will go in, and an easy layup for Peyton Souvenir. She just made 5 points back-to-back right there.
And she's going to the charity stripe right now for one more shot.
Jenna will check back in.
And as well as Callie Moskrip.
Radich comes in, and it'll be Maldonado to go to the sidelines. I assume that was the coach that checked in with us earlier. I know the parents are out there, but I think the coach checked in as well, as they've been coming fast and furious. As the free throw is good, just like that, all of a sudden it's 53-40. 13-point lead now. As the Argos are down with 2:20 to go in the third. It's a zone defense being applied now. McDonough will drive in, stop there, kick it off over to Molly. Down the right side, Jenna head and shoulder fake, strings it around the perimeter. As they come on the top of the key, Molly has it to Steph. Steph's got 8 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. She'll go down to the left baseline, spin move, back top of the key. Jenna fires it underneath to Parker. Parker hooks her way to the basket, missed the shot. Wilson on the shot, missed it. Parker's got the rebound. Her shot up, she's fouled.
Parker persevering there her shots didn't fall, but at least she'll go to the charity stripe here. We've got to have Parker make these. Come on, kid.
Parker Esray might have put the exclamation point on the entire night right there, and she came around and slapped her hands and says, I can't get it to go in the basket. They are playing awful tight right now, and a team that we haven't seen play this tight in a long time. As Parker makes the free throw, and we'll have a chance to shoot another one here.
Checking back in for the Warriors is Haley Turner.
So Esray at the free throw line to cut into it. Second free throw is good. She's good at the free throw line for both of them. She knocks it down for that one. Parker Esray now is 2 of 2 at the charity stripe. She's got 10 on the night. As they come back the other way. Here comes the Warriors up 53-42. 1:46 to go. Leap and leaner, no good. Rebounded, Callie Wilson's got it. She'll hand it off to Molly Heron, who comes to the front court. Stops there on the right side, gives it to Jenna. Jen goes to the free throw line. Over to Steph. McDonough backs it back out. Hello, everybody in the Philippines. They're watching there as Steph has it top of the key. She'll drive in. Stops there. Now loses it for a second and tipped out of bounds. She'll get it back.
That's good for the Argos underneath their basket. LC's kind of contesting that.
They're questioning. It's like who voted? Was it Russia voters or who? Callie Wilson inside. Here's the spin move. Now she goes back to the defense, takes the shot. Nice little 5-footer, and it's in for 2.
7 points for Callie Wilson.
53-44. A minute 12 to go here in the quarter. It's LC in front of the University of Providence in this Frontier playoff game. It's a 15-footer. That shot rolls around, no good. As the shot is missed from Turner, and Molly Heron's got the rebound. Here comes a Havre native to the front court. Gives it to Steph McDonough. Back over to the top of the key. Around the perimeter they go. Wilson looks inside. Again, that extended 2-3 zone being applied. Really keeping an eye on Parker. As Molly takes a drive, now goes left side. Her sister will be playing before long. As they come inside, Parker with the turnaround. She reverse lays and puts it in for 2.
That was a big shot for Parker. 7 points for her. Let's go, Parker.
53-46, Warriors in front. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. As we've got about a 3-second difference here. It's man-to-man defense being applied as Souvenir will go up against Molly Heron. Molly pushing her to the left-hand side. Everybody goes down to the baseline. Molly, man-to-man defense. Souvenir jukes to the left, comes back to the right. 10 seconds to shoot, 6 on the shot clock. Left wing, three-pointer on the way, good outside.
Kelly Mosgrip for another 3.
A 10-point lead, 1 second to go. Steph McDonough fires from half court, hits the backboard. And when we come back, the Argos will have to come out of a hole down by 10. We'll break. Timeout on the floor. Warriors up 56-46. We're back in 1 minute on KOZE 950 AM and, of course, KNX 102.7 FM.
Best Western Plus Heritage Inn is more than just an inn. It's your everything. With Great Falls' best conference rooms and every amenity you could want. Why go anywhere else? Especially with the Max Sports Bar and Casino, who has your favorite games, drinks, food, and 16 flat-screen TV. The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn and Max Sports Bar and Casino.
This is Callie Wilson, and you're listening to Women's Argo Basketball on KINX 102.7 FM.
LC has won the third quarter. Who will win the fourth? As the University of Providence trying to battle to get back to the NAIA tournament in Billings, Montana. They are down 10, and they will go to the defensive side of the floor to get it started here. They need to find an answer for Peyton Souvenir, who has 15 points for Jocelyn Blackman. They are the 2 in double digits. Nobody from the University of Providence has hit that double-digit mark as of yet. Here comes the drive down on that left side. Picked up there on the defensive end. They'll kick it back out as Turner has it with a dribble drive inside the paint. She stopped, puts up the shot, rolls around, no good. Rebounded, fought for, and maybe a jump ball called here. Good call as Parker Esray got a hand on the ball.
That was a nice call. That was a good call because they were both tied up in the middle.
So jump ball gives it back to the Argos, who need to get rolling here. They're down 10, fourth quarter action. As Molly Heron has it top of the key. She has it stopped there. Man-to-man defense being applied. They'll go to McDonough to Radich. Jenna over into Tristan Murphy's shot. Her shot is up and in. She has been the consistent key all night long. Tristan Murphy has 3 fouls.
She has in double figures now, Sarge. She's the go-to person.
She makes that one. Makes it 56-48, 9:09 to go here. Second half action from the Frontier Conference playoffs on the McLaughlin Gymnasium in Great Falls. The Warriors with the basketball. They'll pass it around, run the clock down with Johnson. Now they get rid of it left-hand side to Mosgrip. They float it inside underneath Turner. Her shot's good. Nice little fade away from that wing, and she's got it for 2 more.
Haley Turner for 6.
Her 6 makes it 10-point lead here again. University of Providence down 10 in this one. McDonough to the top of the key as it's going to be held there from Heron. She looks, they back off on her. Now they'll go to Jenna, get a little closer to Tristan. Cross angle pass to Molly. Doesn't take the shot, kicks it back out to Steph. Steph from 21, got it from outside.
3 points for Steph McDonough.
The crowd getting louder here as they try to cut into it. 7-point difference, 58-51, 8:16 to go, fourth quarter action. Warriors in front, they have the basketball. They'll shut them down here as Souvenir has it, gets rid of it. As they go on the left-hand side, they pass it to Henry, who goes man-to-man defense, back out to Souvenir. Her and Molly go head-to-head. Here's a long three. There's a zone breaker for you. Souvenir knocks it down for the trifecta.
That's 15 for Souvenir.
Back to that 10-point lead now. Argos down by 10, 7:47 to go. Fourth quarter action. Murphy 15 feet away. McDonough 21 feet away. Her shot no good. Rebounded. Fourth foul has just been called against Tristan Murphy on a nickel dimer.
And Tristan knew right there, and she just went, no. She knew that it had happened. Checking in for Tristan Murphy is going to be Callie Wilson.
So Wilson back in as you trade rebounds for shots now. And Tristan, with a gloom look on her face, will go to the sidelines with 7:37 to go in the fourth. Callie Wilson back in. They'll go to the man-to-man defense. 10-point lead on the give and go. Warriors in front as the ozone ball no good, and a foul will be called underneath. This may go against Parker Esray.
It is going to be called against Parker Esray. That is going to be her second.
That is the second team foul in this fourth quarter. So the Warriors are bringing on the inbounds, leading by 10. As they bring it out top of the key, Henry will get rid of it, and this simply hands it off to Moskrip, who goes to the man-to-man defense right side. They force it into Blackwell as Blackman now gets rid of it. Here's a nice little easy layup. Somebody missed an assignment and an easy basket for Delaney Henry for two.
That was just a walk-in for her to do that. 9 points.
As they didn't switch there on the defense, makes it 63-51. 7:05 to go, fourth quarter action. Jenna Ranich will fire from 21. That one's short. Missed that one as she couldn't get that one to go. 2 of 7 behind the arc, and they'll go back and play defense.
LC's getting his team to kind of slow down.
Brian Orr will slow things down and run the clock out, and a foul will be called here. We'll go to the free throw line, and over to shoot two is Jocelyn Blackman. The junior from Brush Perry, Washington, will go and try to get her 16th point and maybe 17th, as she has 15 already.
They're going to call that foul on Kelly Wilson, which that'll be her first. It was a toss-up between her and Parker.
Nice crowd on hand here as it continues to get louder and louder as the game starts counting down. Blackman hits that one. She's got 16. She now is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And as mentioned, she's got the 16th point, now trying for the 17th. Here's the shot, it is good. Makes it 65-51, Warriors in front. The University of Providence Argos have a long way to go and a short time to get there with 6:40 to go here, fourth quarter action. They are down 65-51. McDonough tries to take it in, and she'll draw a foul here.
That will put Steph at the free throw line in the act of shooting.
Steph usually tries to pick up the game to a different level now, as she will go to the charity stripe. You'll see her be more and more aggressive attacking the glass. Steph at the charity stripe will take this one, rolls around. She's got it, and we'll get another one. Steph McDonough makes that one.
13 points for Steph.
Her first opportunity at the free throw line tonight.
Yep, first time she's been there.
So the second shot is up, and it is good.
14 for Steph, now leading the Lady Argos with points.
6:34 to go. University of Providence backs off, does not pick them up full court pressure here. As they go the right-hand side, Warriors lead it 65-53. They'll take it top the key now. Man-to-man defense has switched up here, as it's going to be Moskrip with the dribble. They leave her wide open at the three. They don't take it. Blackman inside, spin move. Her shot up, rolls around, no good. And Parker Esray, the freshman's got the rebound. They'll head the other way. Emily Maldonado has the shot at the right side, doesn't take it. Now they'll go to Steph. Steph looks out there. They'll switch it up. Double team, goes back to Emily. Emily swings it around to Molly. Molly Heron top the key to Emily. As they continue to work it around the shoehorn here, under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Drive in. Maldonado drives in, tries a little floater. This one off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Parker. Powers away to the glass, no good. Second opportunity up, and she's fouled. And she will have a chance to go to the free throw line.
Parker took a big hit right there. She stayed in there tough. She had to go up 3 different times to rebound it and then got knocked to the floor. Kind of holding her back. We saw her last week or the week before hit her hip and kind of jar her back.
I'll tell you what, she gets into a lot of contact down there. She is so strong. Great athlete as the shot is up, and Parker's got the free throw.
That's 8 points for Parker.
4 of 5. Tristan Murphy will check back in with 4 personal fouls at the 5:45 mark. If Parker Esray can make this free throw, she'll check in for Parker.
Checking in for LC is going to be Delaney Henry as Haley Turner takes the break.
There is no tomorrow. Win or go home, as a steal will be here. And they say Steph got her on the arm.
Okay, they're going to call that foul on Steph McDonough.
Steph reached in and got her on the arm.
That'll be her first.
Tristan Murphy will check in at 5:44 mark of our 4th quarter. Again, packing 4 fouls, but very consistent with her shooting as she comes back in here, as she right now is leading the way with 12 points. Well, second to Steph McDonough with 14. So here come the Warriors up 65-54. As they lob it inside, Blackman has it there. They lose it. Tristan very wisely just stands there with her hands straight up, and they know it because they're going to go right at her as Blackman puts that in for 2.
Blackman did shoot over Tristan, but that was great defense on Tristan's part to just.
I tell you, she is shooting well. We got to keep her in the game, and makes it 67-56. 11-point difference here. 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And a double dribble, somebody's going to call that. I think both officials kind of got surprised by it.
Well, it was just so far out in the open, you just don't anticipate that when it's in the open.
Jocelyn Blackman with 17 points, 15 for Peyton Souvenir, 8 points for Haley. Here, a forearm foul. So not in the act of shooting. That's only the 4th team foul against the Warriors. Timeout is going to be called. It's a media break with 4:32 to go. Come back. That's what the Argos would like to do. They're down 67-56. We're back in 1 minute on KOZE 950 AM and KNX 102.7 FM.
Whether it's a dream road trip or rush hour traffic, it can still be Destination Yay when you hit the drive-thru for a one-of-a-kind Coke from McDonald's for just $1. Turn an everyday trip into everyday yay.
Community. It's the people with whom you share something in common, who share your sense of place, this place. And whether you're a native or you stumbled upon our main street years ago, you're family. As family, we see the hard work you've done here over the years, and we've done our share too, creating more jobs, more opportunities.
Playoff action coming your way on 950 AM KOZE and of course KNX 102.7 FM as it is 4th quarter action with 4:32 to go. Sarge and Mrs. Sarge, Bailey Escott back at Radio Central bringing you all the action. As they bring it on the inbounds, University of Providence will have a fresh 30 as they get it to Tristan. Her 10-footer is good. She's on fire. She's like butter on a hot bun. She is smooth as she puts that one down for 2.
Tristan Murphy is handling the pressure.
67-58 as the Argos try to battle back with 4:18 to go. As a student body stands up on the far sides in their green outfits over there. Here's a pass, goes out of bounds. Give it to UP. They'll get a chance here.
Okay, here we come. The Argo fans are into it, waving their towels. They got some new towels handed out, green shirts.
As we go down the other way, as they'll take it up the court here with 4:08 to go. Maldonado gets it to the division line, going to the basket to your right-hand side. Top of the key there, man-to-man defense being applied as they'll come out and guard her with Souvenir. Comes off to Steph. Set the pick for McDonough. Fires for 21. Front of the rim, no good. As she missed it from behind the arc, right at the line. You would have heard the place erupt if she would have made that one. Good rebound, one and done, and I'll say that the LC Warriors have done a tremendous job on the defensive rebounds tonight. as they have the ball top of the key. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. They'll go on to the right-hand side. Come to the free throw line. Now a three-pointer on the way. High arcing shot, no good this time. Good job boxing out. And here come the Argos, down 67-58. 3:25 to go. Maldonado top the key. They'll go to Murphy. Murphy on the left wing. Back to Emily. Emily looks inside to Parker. Parker backs her way in, hooks her way to the glass, no good. Murphy's got the rebound. Shot up, good. She got it.
Murphy for 18.
Here come the Argos. They're down by 7 with 3:06 to go, but they're battling back. As they try to get a stop here, Brian Orr, the coach, says let's take timeout as well. A timeout will be called here with 3 minutes to go from the LC Warriors. We'll break with them on 950 AM KOZE and KNX 102.7 FM.
Welcome to Pure Bliss Cycle Sales, your solution for pure riding excitement, located in Conrad, Montana. Pure Bliss Cycle has been serving customers in northern Montana since the early 60s and continue to help you as a customer find the unit that best suits your needs. The staff is very knowledgeable and they continue to learn on the motorsports world as it constantly changes. They have gone a long way since the three-wheeler days. Shop the showcase to see available units or in-stock inventory. Check out Pure Bliss Cycle Sales in Conrad today. When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
I'm a guard for the University of Providence Argos. My name is Jenna Randich. Thanks for joining us on Star Radio.
Tristan Murphy, a junior at 6'1", battling some injuries with her feet, leads the way for the University of Providence with 18 points as they are down by 7 with 3 minutes to go. Here comes LC. They lead at 67-60. Top of the key. They'll hold it there to Souvenir. Fires from 25. The shot no good. Blackman's got the rebound. Takes it other side of the glass. No good. Rebounded, taken care of by the Argos. They'll get it to Emily. Maldonado comes to the front court. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy with the layup. Up and in for 2. Let me hear ya. Come on, Argo fans, here we go. As we come back the other way, it's a 5-point difference, a game that was 12 at one time. LC up, 67-62. They'll power it inside. Shot rolls around, tough shot in there as Haley Turner answers the call.
8 points for Turner.
69-62. 2:16 to go, fourth quarter action. The right to stay alive in the Frontier Conference playoff. Here comes Maldonado to Murphy from 18. This one, no, missed it. Parker takes it to the glass, missed it. Goes again, head and shoulder fake. Get in there. Shot is no good, but will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Parker at the charity stripe is 5 for 6.
Esrae at the free throw line to cut into the 7-point difference, 69-62, as we roll to the 2-minute mark of this Frontier Conference women's basketball playoff.
9 points for Parker. Come on, girl.
She makes that one. We'll get another one here. Here comes a shot. It is up. It is no good. Missed it. Rebounded, taken care of. Elsie's got the rebound as Haley Turner clears the boards. They'll walk it up here. Coach Bill does have 3 timeouts left, and Coach Brian has 3 as well. Here comes LC back the other way. They lead at 69-63. A minute 43 to go. Timeout is going to be called by LC. We'll take a 30-second break with them. 69-63. We're back in half a minute right here at 950 AM KOZE and KNX 102.7 FM.
Making the decision to work with Dan and Jamie in the results program helped take my athleticism to the next level. It gave me a step up and allowed me, when I went into high school and when I went into college and even the pros, to be one of the more athletic people wherever I went, just because I had been training on it so long. No matter how hard you think you're working, that there's always somebody out there that wants your spot and one day will be your competition. If you want to make it to the highest level, then you will face those types of people and you've got to be ready. And if you've put in the work before, you will be.
And you're listening to the University
University of Providence Argos on Star Radio, baby. Woo!
LC will bring it on the inbounds. They got 12 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. They'll come top of the key, set it up there. They lead at 69-63. Go down inside the paint. They'll dribble drive there. Parker's got him picked up. Now a steal from Molly Heron will go the other way. A minute 30 to go here in this one. Emily Maldonado looks left side, says, Steph, come and get it. She will. The senior All-American will back it out here with 19 to go. Down 69-63. They set the pick and roll here. Steph backs it back up, now drives in, kicks it back out to Emily. Maldonado looks, now goes down to the baseline. Tristan's open, they can't get it to her. They'll go back around the perimeter to Molly Heron, back out to Emily. Emily dribble drives, puts up a floater, up off the glass for two.
Right when the clock got ready to expire.
The University of Providence will wait for him to walk it up with 56 seconds to go. It's a 4-point lead. 69-65, LC in front. Here comes the dribble drive to the right-hand side. They'll stop it there, a souvenir, and a foul is going to be called out front. And Molly Heron is assessed a personal foul. That's only the 4th team foul called. But more importantly, it puts a fresh 30 on the shot clock with 17.2-second difference on the game clock and shot clock. So they bring it on the inbounds. Warriors do. They get it into the hands of Turner, out between the center circles. Coach Orr says, back it up. Nothing to be in any hurry here. About a 8-foot spread here as Emily's backed off on Souvenir as he just stands out the center circle. Now Emily will move forward with 10 to go. On the right-hand side, it's Souvenir. Lob, give pass to Blackman. Her shot rolls around, no good. Second opportunity coming up. And a travel is going to be called. A traveling call, and Jenna Randage will jump off the bench to come in with 23.8 to go.
Oh my goodness, there were like 6 people right there on top of her.
Timeout from the University of Providence. They will advance it forward, and they will bring it up to the other side of half court with 23.8 to go. Guys, we'll just keep it right here. When you come down, you got to come up with a 4-point play somehow. 69-65. And I guess the key is, do you hit the 3 and try to get a steal, or do you attack the glass?
I think the big thing they're going to have to do is if they're going to shoot that 3, they've got to do it right away, but they've got to make sure that they've got 4 rebounders in there to get it and put it right back in there. And that's where the Argos have struggled tonight, has been on their own offensive rebounding.
Tristan Murphy has 20, but the one that can get to the glass and get the layup, of course, is Steph McDonough. She has 14. She's good at dipping and diving and under-tucking and shooting the basket. Can she get 3 the hard way? That's the key. 23.8 to go. Argos have 2 timeouts left. The Warriors have 2. On the inbounds pass, it's going to be Steph to bring it on the inbound. They'll wait. Coming around is Jenna. Now they do go to the baseline, and they throw it out of bounds. Nobody touched it, and it will be LC's basketball with the timeout coming up. Nobody touched it on the inbounds. I want to see if it is a full or not. Wasn't it 23.3?
No time went off the clock.
Okay.
Nobody touched it. She just took it and threw it and it went out of bounds. So no time went off of the clock. However, the change of possession will be the ball will go to LC.
So henceforth, they get to move it up, and they'll put it in the front court at the hash mark over there in front of Doug Hashley and the athletic director and president here as well. And not a big surprise, he is here to a lot of the games, of course, Tony Arndt.
The new president here for UP supports everything, and our 2 ADs are just moving so forward and promoting University of Providence and everything that goes on here.
Guys and girls hockey coming in next year. Looking forward to that.
Girls wrestling. We had female wrestling this year for the first time.
Lots of conversation. It's not even so much if it's coming, it's when it's coming, and that's football here to Great Falls, and a lot of people are hoping that happens.
Now that'll certainly change the dynamics here of UP, but more importantly, the new academic programs are phenomenal that have been added to this university.
Well, the University of Providence is down 4, 23.1 to go. When they commit the inbounds foul, they will have LC going to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the 5th foul. They bring it in, and there's the foul.
Nothing. Emily Maldonado has to do that so that we can have some time on the clock. Tristan Murphy is going to check back in.
So we go to the free throw line. A gal that has played well, Peyton Souvenir, at the charity stripe. Peyton has 15 points.
15, yes.
And she is 2 of 2 at the free throw line.
16 for Peyton. Tristan Murphy checks in. Callie Wilson checks out. 21.6 seconds.
Makes it a 5-point difference here. Here's a shot. It is up and good. 6-point difference. Here come the Argos now. Steph McDonough comes to the free throw line. She'll drive there, takes it to the glass, up and in. And they do not call the timeout. Here they do. Okay, they did call it. They call the timeout as they drive down there. And again, they will advance it forward. 71-67. It's a 30-second break, so we just keep it right here. And we will have Brittany White for the first time tonight check in. I'm sure she will come in and commit the foul. So they will substitute defense for offense. Still got time. I remember back in the day, there was 10 seconds on the clock. We were up 10 in junior high basketball and lost by 6. Before they had a three-point line.
Well, and you know, Sarge, I hate to say this, is when you weighed probably 100 pounds, so you probably weren't a real threat there.
Oh, I could block some shots.
Could you?
I had leaps.
You had leaps? Did you have some leaps?
That's what I told the coach when I got my 4th and 5th foul back-to-back. I thought I could block that shot, Coach.
With your long hair over your shoulders, I'm guessing?
LC's got the lead, 71-67. They bring it on the inbounds. As they wait for somebody to break open, they do. They get it inbounds, and a foul will be called right away. And they'll just pick a number here. We will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Here comes the offensive part of this now. As Jenna Radich will come in. Tristan Murphy, who has a very good game here going tonight with 20 points.
20 points for Tristan.
9 of 12 from the field goal. And this charity stripe free throw is good from Abby Johnson.
That's she's 3 for 3, total of 5 points so far.
So Abby makes that one. And I'm almost going to have to guess, as the free throw no good, missed it. 72-67. Here comes Steph McDonough the other way with 10 seconds to go. Pulls up from 10, got it. She knocks it down, and it's going to be a timeout called. 72-69 as McDonough hits that one. So back to that 4-point spread.
18 points for Steph McDonough.
Sorry, 3 points.
3 points, yep. 3 for a tie,
so
4 to win.
Steal and a three-pointer would be big. I question Abby Knight just a little bit because they only have her down for the 1 point there, as she is 1 of 2 at the free throw line.
For who is that?
Abby Johnson.
Oh, Abby Johnson. I thought you said Abby Knight. I said, well, she's a rodeo person.
Yeah, she's a good roper. She can chase barrels too. So can the University of Providence get a steal and a three-pointer?
And they're going to have to bring it the full length here, LC will.
Jenna Radix is on the bench. One of the three-point threats here for UP is Molly Heron, Steph McDonough, Tristan Murphy. They bring it on the inbounds. You got a foul right away. They do. And that's one of those plays that we have talked a lot about through high school and college basketball is I wish there was a thing that you could just go up and say, referee, if she catches it, I'm going to touch her. Let's call the foul. Don't make it where I have to push her, tackle her, knock her down, anything like that. Everybody here knows there's going to be a foul.
Well, including the officials know that too. The big thing is it would just be such a safety factor.
So Peyton Souvenir at the free throw line to make it a 2-possession contest. The shot is good. She's got ice. Ice, ice, baby.
18 points for Peyton Souvenir.
4 of 4 at the free throw line as she makes that one. With 6.9 to go. Is there a miracle in the bottom half of February for the University of Providence? As the shot is good from Peyton. Coach Bill will call his last time out. And they will take it on the front court.
On the side, on our side.
Right-hand side.
Yeah.
And I guess you get to pick and choose exactly what side you want it on. So it is a 5-point lead here for Lewis and Clark State coming in to try to get a tie-in contest as UP won the first 2, LC won the last one. And right now it looks like a long road to home here for the University of Providence Argos. 6.9 to go. if they could get fouled on a three-pointer and make that one. I'm trying to figure the scenarios here. And then LC gets mad and gets called for a technical.
Well, what could when this probably work the best is just to allow the Argos to shoot and LC stay back here because you only have 6.9 seconds.
The clock stops out of bounds, so they'll have to bring it in there. So we will see what they can do here.
I wouldn't be fouling in any of the
I mean,
Argo players. I think you just have to let the Argos go in and shoot and keep LC out of foul trouble.
Didn't know if they would guard the inbounds passer. They will. And then they socked everybody inside the paint. Molly Heron to bring it on the inbounds with 6.9 to go. Look for Steph. Steph will stop and kick it back out to Jenna with a couple dribbles. Fires from three. Shot is no good, and the clock will run out here. The University of LC will pick up a win. The Warriors defeat the Argos in this one 74-69. Coach Bill comes over and talks to Coach Brian and gives him a high five and says, job well done. Let's take a 60-second break as this final. Warriors win it 74-69. We're back in 1 minute right here at 9:50 a.m. Cozy and, of course, KNX 102.7 FM.
Looking to update the interior of your home or business without breaking the bank? Add a touch of rustic charm to your entryway or create a modern accent in your kitchen with Bridger Steel's corrugated metal panels. With a variety of profiles, colors, and prints, Bridger Steel can help you find the perfect accent for your home or office. Call 1-877-STEEL-MT or visit us online at bridgersteel.com to find inspirations for your next project and create lasting beauty with Bridger Steel.
For 122 years, Kaufman's Menswear Center has been a proud member of the Great Falls community, supporting local events and high school sports after 3 generations of Kaufmans have attended local schools and participated in local and Montana University sports. Kaufman's Menswear Center is proud to bring you local high school broadcasts of football, boys and girls basketball, and girls volleyball. Kaufman's Menswear Center, a proud sponsor of local high school student athletes. Kaufman's Menswear Center, 411 Central Avenue.
Hi, my name is Sydney Aaron. I'm a point guard for the Lady Argos, and you're listening to Star Radio.
Appreciate the fact you joined us for this one as it is a final, the first round of the Frontier Conference Women's Playoffs sees LC Warriors come in and win this one in a game that really kind of went to 2 different gears, I guess. It was just LC kind of slowly pulling away. They got up by 12, and then it was the University of Providence kind of felt a little bit of desperation, I guess is a good word, and they really started climbing back into it in this fourth quarter. They cut it down to a 3-point difference at one time, but they just couldn't hold on to this one, and it looks like maybe they're on the bubble to get an invite to Billings. This may change that just a little bit as they lose this one 74-69. And they just didn't have an answer to Peyton's Souvenir. She really played well. She had 19 tonight.
And as well did Jocelyn Blackman. They both took care of the boards. They did a real nice job of plugging up the middle where the Lady Argos couldn't get in there. And when Peyton would score, then they would head to Peyton, and then Jocelyn would take over and score. But they also had, I think almost every player that was in did score for the LC Warriors.
They had 4 in double digits, as you talk about, with Peyton with 19, 10 for Turner. It was 11 points for Delaney Henry, and then, as you mentioned, Jocelyn Blackman had 17. On the other side, an All-American, Steph McDonough, will conclude here with 18 total points.
That's 18 for her final game here on the home court. Tristan Murphy was the big scorer. She had 20, led both of the teams with 20. I think probably tonight was probably one of the best games that I've seen Tristan play, not only offensively but defensively. She got in there and she really rebounded. I will say LC State did a really nice job of shutting down Emily Maldonado and Jenna Radich. They just did a real nice job of doing that. Parker Esray, most of her points came from the charity stripe. She and Blackman together were just a matchup to be watched, and Blackman was able to just outscore on Parker. Again, as I said, Parker, though, her points came from the free throw line.
9 points for her tonight, as you talk about, and just a tremendous job. And late this season, a lot of accolades go to Tristan Murphy. She played well in the last 2 regular season games that I recall, and then, of course, concluding here tonight with 20 points. Do want to give a shout-out to Brittany White's mom. Appreciate the nice message that she just sent us about how she can tell that we love these kids, and so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we definitely do. This is hard for them, hard for us, but you know, life goes on, and here's our deal. We only lose 3 of them because they're seniors. We've got Murphy, who's back as a junior, and we have a truckload of freshmen that have had tons of playing time. And so, you know, and we guess I shouldn't say that it's the final. They do stand a chance to get a bid. We just have to. Maybe this is where our Catholic school, we better hit our knees and pray a little bit more than we normally do.
We all prayed for snow, and look what happened there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Our prayers have been answered.
That is good. That is going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Again, we want to say thank you to all the parents and all the fans out there that always check in with us and give us all the accolades that, you know, are always nice to hear, and we thank you guys for all that as well. We wrap it up tonight as LC Warriors pick up a victory on the road this evening, as it is LC defeating the University of Providence 74-69. For Sue Sargent, Bailey Ascott, back at Radio Central, I'm Jim Sargent. You have been listening to a 950 AM KOZ and KNX 102.7 FM sports presentation.